Hey, sons and daughters, I want you to think really long and hard, especially if you have children of your own. And I want to let you know that if your memory justifies you cutting your parents off, and you can think of 5, 10, or 20 things that your mom or dad did incorrect or in your book wrong, or how they screwed up or effed up, know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, us parents can think of 1,000,001 reasons how we failed you. There are many ways we screwed up from birth on. First and foremost, a lot of us did not know how to parent. And we said, we're going to do it better than our parents did it. And we did our best. Did we screw up along the way? Absolutely. I remember reading the book, What to Expect When You're Expecting. And I bet if you looked in that book, you could debunk probably a majority of it, because you say you're going to do it different and you're going to do it right. We remember things, ways that we feel guilty about from the day you were born, whether we breastfed you wrong or held you wrong or diapered you wrong or burped you wrong. There was always someone coming along telling us that we could do it a little bit different. So we hold that guilt as well. And so I'm just going to let you know, I'm not going to allow you, and nor should any other estranged parents allow their adult sons and daughters the opportunity to treat them or to treat us as if we deserve some kind of life sentence, that we are somehow not worthy of being a mom or dad to you after you turn the age of 18, or even before, if you have a set of divorced parents and your dad either says your mom didn't do a good job or your mom says your dad didn't do a good job. Might have happened even sooner. You might have decided by the age of 5 that you had the worst mom in the entire world. Why? Because mom disciplined and dad didn't. Or maybe dad was a jerk and mom was just a much better parent. And maybe because one or the other may have been a little bit easier or may have had less rules. And I'll be honest with you. I grew up in a home that was fairly disconnected, and my dad would have been considered more of a babysitter than a father, per se, according to the book. And so when I wanted to do something, I'd go to my mom and she'd say no, and when she wasn't around, and I'd ask my dad, he says, yeah, go ahead and do it. You just don't tell your mom. And so when my parents got divorced, I called my dad and I said, can I please come and live with you? And he said, no, there's no room at the inn. He was living with his mother at the time, my grandmother, and until he found his own place. And so I'll admit, I just wanted to go where it was easier. And so if you want to guilt and shame your parents for how bad of a job they did, know that we already know we screwed up. We already know we failed. There's not a day goes by that something reminds us of how we wish we could have done it a little different. But the truth is we can't. And you were given us as parents for some odd reason. God said, oh, you're going to be born of this woman and this man. And for the most part, I think a majority of us made the best of it. And so I'm not going to allow you to pile on my already heavy plate. I have plenty of sides on there. I could probably list, you want to name 5 things, I could name 20 things. 20 different ways I screwed up. But you know what? That's the way it is. So if you think you're going to allow you to continue to shame me, oh, you've got another thing coming. Am I going to apologize? No, I apologized along the way. If I hurt your feelings, I can guarantee you. If I saw you crying, I apologized. I probably apologized for things I didn't do. I said I was sorry when you felt bad. If you had a broken heart, if you stubbed your toe, I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey, come here." I apologize for things that were outside of my control as well. So, do you need to apologize further? Absolutely not. You need to actually forgive yourself and release yourself from that guilt and shame, because what are we? We are human. And I'm not Jesus Christ. And that's all there is to it. So, anyways, that's all I've got. I hope this helps someone, and I will be back.